Hey guys, and welcome, to a brand new video. This video today is going to be the relegation. We're down after losing 4-1 to Spurs at home. Isn't that just, that sums up our season, that performance? I can't believe it. That performance sums up our season. Massive, important game. We need to get on top of, a game where the fans are behind you. There's like a 0.1% chance of us staying up and doing the unthinkable. Even if we won, it wouldn't have mattered in the end because Everton would have stayed up. But you thought the unthinkable can happen. Maybe we could pull it off. The fans are all on your side. They're cheering you on. The kickoff happened. They're cheering. They're cheering on the squad. They're cheering on the players. They're saying, come on, boys, get stuck into them. 3 minutes in. 3 minutes in. 1-0 Spurs. Doesn't that sum up our season? From kickoff, they score so quickly, so early on. Um, and then, and also the whole game just summed up our season. From that, you had the cock chance, the header. I can't believe he hit that wide. You have to hit the target. But after that, we had chance after chance after chance after chance. Couldn't take our chances. We go in at half time, 1-0 down, thinking, oh, we could come back in the second half and score twice still. I didn't think it was going to happen at all, but you never knew what could happen. We come out in the second half, and guess what happens? Bang! About 90 seconds in, a minute in, they score. Well, I don't know if it was a minute in, but it felt like that. I don't think it was, but earlier, just like in the first half, very early on, bang, concede 2-0. It's a joke. I was laughing. I was like, I can't believe it. 2-0 down. Then Jack Harrison scores. It's 2-1. That's been the summary of our season as well. We score a goal to get ourselves back into the games. From losing from 2-0 down. We score a goal, we're back in it. The crowd's like, yes. 2 seconds later from kickoff, we concede. Straight from kickoff, we concede again. It's 3-1. I can't believe it. And then, of course, to rub the nail in the coffin, they scored it. Lucas Moura scored a goal at the end and turned into, I don't know if he turned into, our defense just stood still and watched him, really. So that was great. 4-1, relegation. The look on the players at the end, a lot of them look like they didn't care. A lot of the players generally, looking at them, didn't care. I don't want to call out some players, but looking at the players who did care, I want to talk about Liam Cooper. Obviously, loves the club. He's a Leeds supporter. He'll never want this club to go down. He wants the best for this club and the Leeds supporter. Yeah, he was crying at the end. Jack Harrison's face. Jack Harrison looks so pale, like he cares. You could tell he cared out there. And Jack Harrison, the camera goes at him. He's just pale. The guy cares. I love Harrison. One thing about Harrison, I want to say thank you to Jack Harrison because he loves this club, but he needs to make his next step. Everyone can say he's inconsistent as a player. He has his good days and bad days, but he deserves that next step up. Jack Harrison deserves that next step up. Go to another club. Go to a mid-table club, maybe a bit upper, fighting for Europe. You deserve that step up, Jack Harrison, because you've shown fight no matter what. And if you do leave, I'm not gonna hold anything against you. You deserve it. But if he wants to stay for a season and try and help us back up, they'll just prove how much he does love us. Like he already proves that he loves the club. But if he wants to stay an extra season and waste an extra season of his career to not have a chance of getting in the England squad and not having a chance to play in Europe and in the top league, that would show how much heart he really has. I think that will show more heart, but he doesn't have to show more heart, in my opinion. He's already shown the level that I want to see from him. He loves the club, and I'm not gonna grudge him if he does leave. Rodrigo. Looking at their faces, I don't know how they actually felt, of course, but Rodrigo didn't look like he cared as much as what he should have. I mean, Ruta didn't either. He was just him and Rodrigo were just kind of standing in the middle of the pitch, just standing there. But Ruta I can understand because he hasn't really played for us at all. Um, but it just hurts because we had so many chances this season, despite how bad we were this season. There was so many games. How many games this season? I want to ask you guys, how many games this season do you remember people saying, oh, if we win this game, we can get away from it. If we win this game, we can get away from it. How many times did we hear that throughout the season? 4, 5, maybe 6 times we probably heard that. Oh, if we win this game, we're extending the points away from the relegation zone. And we lost every single one of them. Yeah. I mean, I didn't actually read. Apparently, the club statement came out. I've legit not read it, and I don't want to because it'll probably piss me off. And I don't believe what comes out of the club's mouth anymore. I don't believe what comes out their mouth anymore, and I don't want to read it because I don't honestly care. You know, get the 49ers in. I'm hoping they can take over, and apparently they have taken over, and they're not. I don't know. We still don't know what's happening. Apparently they are taking over, and then the next second they might be, and then they are, and then they might be. Like, I don't know, and I hope they just do it because it's gonna be annoying because we need to get a director of football in quickly because the championship season starts in like what, less than 2 months. So yeah, and then we also need to get a director of football in, get a manager in, get players in all in under 2 months. We're gonna have to act quickly and act right now. Um, but on relegation, maybe this is what some of the players needed. Maybe some of these players, one season in the championship will give them good. You know, players like Ruta, players like Aronson, players like Somerville. Maybe the championship will give them, you know, they might start playing well and then getting, I mean, I'm not saying they haven't played well. Somerville's played well this year. Maruta hasn't played at all. And Aronson hasn't really played well. But in the championship, he might get some, you know, he might start playing well and then get momentum and then he keeps carrying that on and maybe that helps him, gives him more confidence on the ball and confidence when he gets the ball and confidence in passing. And I think that's what, it could help players like that, I think. And I think Aronson, people are saying he's just going to get bullied in the championship. I have a feeling because you get an extra 1 or 2 seconds on the ball, I think that's what Aronson needs. And he'll start just turning plays inside out, I think. I have a feeling he'll actually have a good season and play well for us. But that's relegation. It's annoying. The club put us in this position. They didn't have to put us in this position, but that's exactly what they did. So thank you, thank you, thank you Victor, thank you Angus, thank you all of them, thank you everyone. Second Bielsa, and ever since then, just the club's been destroyed. Ever since second Bielsa, the club's been destroyed. And on second Bielsa, what did you bring in before him? After that season, we finished ninth. Junior Firpo, who was worse than Alioski, who is worse than Alioski, despite what people want to tell you. At least Alioski scored goals and assisted and ran forward and actually did the work to actually get the balls in the box and score. Who else did we bring in? Oh, Dan James, who's not at the club now. I like Dan James. But he's not at the club now. He's at Fulham on loan. We bring in Class on a third choice goalkeeper. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, we signed Jack Harrison, who's already at the club on loan. Great signings. Great signings. It could have been done way better. We could have actually brought in players that could have pushed the first team, pushed players like Bamford, pushed players like Ailing, pushed players, like the centre backs, the defenders, could have pushed these players under Bielsa to get better, to have competition, and that's exactly what we needed, in my opinion. People will say, "Oh, you shouldn't have to have motivation in competition to play better," but sometimes that brings the best out of certain players. Having another player come in and you being like, "You're not taking my shirt, you're not taking my spot." And not only that, if you have two strikers that are on form, I know Bamford was, after the first season he got that injury and it kind of just killed him. But sometimes bringing in another player could motivate him to be better. Sometimes it motivates players and makes them perform better when they're like, "You're not taking my number 9 shirt, or you're not taking my left back position, or my centre mid position, or my centre back position." And it motivates the players to have to push harder and harder. Because let's be honest, Bamford hasn't had competition for years. The only reason Rodrigo ever got a chance is because of his injury. It's because Bamford got injured. That's the only reason Rodrigo even got a chance. And I think competition motivates players to play better. It's a thing. But yeah, we didn't do that, and this is where we find ourselves back in the Championship after 3 seasons in the Prem. We were 16 years out of the Premier League. We get back up 3 years, bang, we're back right back down. Do I have confidence we'll come back up? Yes, I have confidence. I do have confidence. I always have confidence. I'm always a positive fan, I think. But it depends on who we get in director's football and how quick we get him in, how quick we get some signings of players, and how quickly we move this club before the championship season starts. And that's what I think we have to do. If we don't move quick enough, I'll be worried. But hopefully we can. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your opinion on what you think is going to happen in the championship. And I'll see you in the next time, which will be the championship. Peace.